We're live again. And we're not going to do all the silly, can you hear us, because we can see it. And
we figure if you can't hear us, you'll let us know, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. I got to start.
Like our new live digs?
Oh, yeah.
So we're not in the boring office anymore with all the weird stuff behind us. Now you can at least stare at our refrigerator full of pictures.
At least it's not as like dark, dungeony as the office can be sometimes because we keep it all closed up. So, but it's harder for me to see, so spectacles will be on.
Yes,
the whole time.
So you have a little bit of glare.
Yeah.
And we're not reversed this time. I know last live we were playing around with the mirror thing and everything was backwards and yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Live and learn.
So we want to start off by saying Happy Father's Day to all you awesome dads out there, including this guy and my wonderful father-in-law, Jack. And I'm going to get choked up already. I know. Well,
just started.
I have a wonderful father-in-law. So.
You do. He's pretty cool.
I know. So we want to also remind you guys real quick, since we are in the prime camping season, just please be aware of ticks and tick bites and all of that. Check yourselves, check your kids, check your pets.
And
if you've
bears.
been playing outside, and bears, yeah. No, but you know how I feel about Lyme disease. I hate it. It sucks. I am proof that it's
sucks
ongoing. So just remember that ticks are in every state but Hawaii. So beware. And then we want to thank our moderators. This time around, we have some new friends joining us as moderators. We have the venturesome couple.
Chris and Martha.
Yeah, we met them at the Tampa RV show, or Florida RV show in Tampa. And then we ran into them again in Indiana about a month ago. So
I think they might be there now. I don't know.
You guys might still be there.
They were
now.
there recently.
But they have a YouTube channel, Venturesome Couple, so go check them out and give them some love. But they are in the chat right now as well, so say hi to them and check their channel out after this live stream.
Also, Corey and Jesse from Finding Our Someday.
That's right. And we've got Tom. I don't know if Cherie's there with you right now doing the moderating, but Enjoy the Journey. Life is in the house. And then we have a special moderator tonight just for you guys who have questions about TechnoRV and all of their products. Evan is in the chat room under the TechnoRV name, and she is here to answer any questions you guys might have about, the TechnoRV process or the products. So if you want to ask a question specific to TechnoRV, just do @TechnoRV and then type your question, and she'll see it. Anything else?
That's it for moderators.
Okay.
We also want to make a quick shout out to our short list of members. Not going to go deep into that, but it's available if you're interested. Yeah. You can click on the join button.
Yes.
And
we already have a super chatter.
Oh.
Brian Schroeder, thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to try. With our new setup here, we don't have our giant monitor in front of us. I have our laptop and my iPad as an extended screen.
Yeah, so we're
still trying to manage the comments and everything. So hopefully we'll catch all of the super chats. Vicky Riggs, thank you also. And Brian, yes.
All right, thank you guys. Okay, so shall we just, do we want to tell them a little bit about what we've been doing, which isn't a whole lot?
Well, we've been doing a lot.
We've been
nothing
doing
ready to share just yet.
Right, so we've been working on some projects, both kind of just personally in our own lives and then RV related as well. And we will tell you about them hopefully soon, but not just yet. But we've been super busy, which means that we've kind of changed up our travel plans a little bit. And so far, we're still not in Michigan. We've had to cancel the first part of our Michigan trip. So we're not
for
really
good reasons.
Sure.
For good reasons.
Oh, yeah. Really exciting. But we're not sure what the second part of summer is going to be like for us. So that being said, just lots of stuff going on, and we can't wait to share it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Also...
Oh, let's tell them you guys can still enter the giveaway if you aren't aware. Eric and Tami of TechnoRV, who are our guests this evening, and we're going to bring them on in just a moment, but they are so kind as to do a giveaway of a free TST TPMS with 6 sensors, right?
Yep, TST 507, same one we've been using for years and has saved our bacon. And we've gotten a lot of comments from viewers who are like, I didn't think I needed a TPMS, but then I got one and it saved us. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good thing to have.
It's absolutely. Whether you're weekend warriors or full-timers, it doesn't matter, because accidents and blown tires and stuff, that they don't care whether you just travel on the weekends or you are in it all the time.
Accidents don't care.
That's right. That's right. Also, so you can still enter this giveaway, which we will draw at the end of this live stream. So do you want to tell them how they can enter? Did you have that on the screen?
There's going to be a link on the screen once we bring on Eric and Tami.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Do we want to jump into Q&A with them on and see if they have any answers to some of this too? Let's just jump in.
Okay.
Let's bring them on.
All right. Well, we're going to bring on our special guests. Before we do that, I want to say thank you so much, Michael Potter, for the super chat. He said, Happy Father's Day to everyone involved. That was very nice. Thank you.
I'll buy a beer with it. Start right now.
I got water. All right. Let's bring on Eric and Tami. They are the awesome owners of TechnoRV and our friends.
You guys are on.
You're on.
Hey. Sorry about that.
Surprise.
This is priority tonight. We weren't doing anything. Hey, bucket list is completed. I remember when we were on one of y'all's YouTube videos, and that was one of my items on a bucket list. And now being on a live event, I was actually just on my phone, just completely marking off my entire bucket list. This is so awesome. Thank you for having us on.
You're so funny.
We can all crash and burn together.
Well, everybody out there, everybody out there who's watching, if you don't know who these two awesome characters are, it's Eric and Tami, and they are the owners of TechnoRV. And they also just recently started a YouTube channel, so you need to go check them out. Hillbilly and Zingers. Because one's a hillbilly and one's really funny. Is that
about right? I don't know which ones.
And we're quickly approaching 1 million subscribers on that channel.
But they're all
have about 900,500 more to go.
Well, I said you just get
99,000 more to go. So we're quickly approaching the 1 million mark.
Okay, did I tell everybody out there that this is going to be fun? See what I mean? You can already tell. This is going to be fun. But
the link you see right down there, that's the link for the giveaway. You know, you can't really make a link on the screen to click, so you got to type it in.
The TechnoRV TSTgiveaway.com/TST-giveaway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go there and enter if you haven't already. We're going to close down entries at 15 minutes before the hour, and then Evan is going to draw one for us, and we'll announce a winner right here, right now.
I don't know if it's Evan. I don't want to freak Evan out if she's watching. So
no, they're sending it to me. I can
Okay.
Okay. I didn't want Evan to go, oh my gosh, what? So we per usual with our live, we had a few posts on social media asking questions. We are going to take some questions from the chat also. Yeah.
Let's jump in real quick before we jump into questions. Let's just let Eric and Tami describe a little bit about how they got going, how they started RVing, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I guess the floor is yours.
We're up. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I feel like it's kind of a similar story that a lot of people that jump into RVing experienced. That we were kind of tired of the normal life scripting of getting up every day and doing the 9 to 5. So we woke up one day and decided we'd quit our jobs, and sell everything we owned, and buy an RV and go travel.
It actually happened pretty quick. It was a very quick decision.
And then we realized we probably should figure out how to make money while we're on the road, because we figured we could probably go 6-8 months before we probably had to go back to those jobs. So that's how we became the owners of TechnoRV in 2015, I guess.
Yep.
And so we've been clicking along with that ever since. It's TechnoRV.com. If people don't know what that is, it's just technology products for RVers. So it's an online site, and then we spend a lot of time going to like RV shows and things like that. And we really, kind of the whole business model is education about products, awesome customer service, and just making sure people are successful with what they get from us. And that seems to have worked for us.
I think that's what really makes you guys stand out, is the fact that you can, on the little chat box, I always joke, says, Evan's online. Is Evan really online? She's really online. There are people there to answer your call, to answer your questions. So that's one thing. You guys take support as the number one seriously. So that's what's really cool about you guys.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what I was going to say. So,
from the beginning, you know, we were RVers. So, you know, someone could be parked beside us that just bought something from us. And, you know, that was not, we were part of the community. And so really early on, we were like, look, I'm not playing around with customer service. I'm not selling junk. I'm not being, these are our people. I'm not doing it, you know, so.
Yeah.
And really
Yeah,
that's how we do things too. Like, we're never going to promote something that we don't use ourselves and that we don't truly believe in, which happens to be a lot of your products because you guys already go through the trouble of testing them. So we know when we try something out with you guys that we're bound to like it and want to market it. And that's really how this partnership came about, which you guys were our first ever partnerships.
Yeah, way back when we had just a few hundred subscribers. Yeah. At the the rally, the Grand Design Rally. Yeah, that's what we got.
I saw a twinkle in your eye, Chad. there was something about you. I was like, you know what, him and Tara are really gonna blow up in the YouTube world.
Or he's just really crazy and insane.
It's a little bit of both, but you got to have a little bit of both to be entertaining.
You got to have a little bit of crazy.
Yeah,
everybody needs a little bit.
I got to just say, my good friend Becky Terry just said hi, and she misses me, and I miss her too. I just saw it.
Hey guys,
and I just wanted to say
Matt and Becky.
Yeah.
Hey Becky.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And you guys recently, you've just started expanding the store a little bit, adding more products, kind of thing.
Yeah, so, you know, that's one thing that because, you know, you had mentioned that, like, we test all of our products and everything, you know, before we sell them. And so as TechnoRV started to grow, you know, a pretty good bit, you know, we started getting tied up in a lot of things, and our customers kept saying, look, y'all just need to sell more stuff. You know what I mean? So this year has really been a year that we have really been adding a lot of products, because we've actually brought some partners on that have been helping us with, like, operational type things, and it frees us up to do the stuff that we enjoy and are good at, as far as content stuff and products. But yeah, I mean, but Chad, like, you know, I even called you one time to say, hey, people have been asking us about the clear source stuff. And, you know, I haven't had time to really put my hands on it and do a lot of work with it. So sometimes I'll, you know, call somebody, a trusted source like you, and, you know, ask you about it before I get my hands on it. You know what I mean? And then you were like, yeah, this thing's great. So I was like, okay, well, then I'll go ahead and test that then.
Cool.
So there's a lot of different ways that we go about doing that. But this summer we did add the clear source. We've been doing a lot of testing with a lot of Dometic products. We've got the Dometic coolers online now.
I love those.
The Southwire portable power battery packs, which we've been using them a lot this summer. So yeah, we've been adding a lot of stuff here lately. It's been really good.
Very cool. Well, we want to jump into your double downsize and your truck situation. Before we jump into that, 7:13. We could take about 15 minutes and we're going to go through some of the questions we got on social media. Some of these will be just for us, but some of them you guys might be able to chime in also.
Yes.
So our first is from John and Janie's Journey. We have the newer version. This was on Instagram. We have the newer version of your internet setup, but looking for the additional items and how you get wireless when driving. If you all can address that, it'd be super appreciated. Well, our setup, if you've seen our second internet video, and there's a third one on the way. I'm actually working on it right now, working on the video plan for it, because we do have some new things to incorporate.
And those things take a long time to really put through the test too, because we like to try it in different areas. Right now, we're surrounded by mountains, and you know, connectivity can be an issue. So this is a good place to test things.
Oh yeah.
And traveling and all of that. So that's why these videos take a little while.
Yeah, they do. And, you know, and if I were to just start talking internet stuff without a plan, we'd have a 3-hour video.
Well, we'd lose a lot of you.
That's no good. But yeah, so our setup has a roof antenna that's there all the time. And we also have extension access points in our RV all the way up in the front. We put one up in the bedroom so that when we're driving, we can have access to our Wi-Fi while driving, because everything in the RV is powered while we're in motion through our inverter, including all of our internet gear. and the access points. So when we can hit our Wi-Fi from the truck. So hopefully that answers that question.
You know, sometimes we're driving without when we're driving without the RV behind us, I forget, because I take it for granted when we're traveling on travel days that I can connect. And then I'm like, oh, crap, I don't have the RV behind us.
Yeah, and the new 450 has its own Wi-Fi we could turn on, but I don't know how well that works.
Yeah,
We haven't tried it. So we may test that out later and try that out.
Let's see. So Dora LePage from Facebook says, do you use a fuel card to save money? If so, which one? Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
We have the TSD Logistics. It's the TSD Open Roads program. And we have a whole video on it, so we'll link that down below. It's for the truck stops, and it's only diesel right now.
Are they coming up with?
There's rumors they've been talking about maybe getting regular fuel in that also.
We don't know if that's happening or not.
Obviously, fuel discounts are a big deal these days.
Yeah. But it definitely saves. You know, it depends on where you go, right? But
yeah, because truck stops are usually jacked up a little bit in price, and and then the discount brings it down. Sometimes, below what the normal prices are usually, if you go to the right ones.
But I'll tell you what, the truck stops are the way to go when you're a big rig like we are, because it's just so much easier to maneuver through there. So,
and the pumps are so much faster.
It's so much, yeah, for sure.
Your truck does have to have the larger orifice.
Yeah.
the hole. I don't know, the whole fuel port. I don't know what the technical term is. I was just looking for a way to fit in the word orifice.
Eric and Tami, do you guys have a fuel card that you use?
We do not have a fuel card. I'm kind of ashamed to say.
But we met somebody this summer that was talking about the open roads. Is that what you said it was?
Yeah.
That's the exact one. Oh, it was Mark and Julie.
Yeah.
We're telling us about it.
Yeah. They said they save a lot of money on that.
But we have not.
We should.
We'll tell you all about it later.
We got a link. I got a link for you.
The truck I'm in now, which I know we'll get to that in a little bit, has it's a F350. It's got a 60-gallon fuel tank in it, so you can imagine.
Nice.
You can imagine how that goes whenever I go to the fuel tank.
Oh yeah, our 48-gallon. I just filled up the other day. It was like $260 before the discount. So it's getting steep.
Okay, so Harold Strange, who he and his wife Cindy are One Strange Adventure, so go look them up on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, because they're a great couple who we met at the RV show as well. And he wants to know a lot, like a lot of people want to know about Starlink, right? So he says, with Starlink becoming more common amongst RVers, do you think or see any new router tech coming out that would combine multiple SIMs and Starlink into one Wi-Fi signal? So
yes.
Awesome.
So if you remember our first video, I didn't talk a lot about Speed Fusion, but that lets you bind multiple connections together. And we're actually using that right now. Right now we have Starlink, AT&T, and the actually campground Wi-Fi where we are is pretty good. So, and it's kind of neat when you're binding multiple connections like that, because sometimes one connection will have good download but crappy upload, while another connection has good upload, crappy download. So the two together sometimes will, make the best bet, especially for something like this where we're doing a live stream, and download and upload are very important. And we're going to go into detail on that in the next internet video. So yeah.
I want to make sure, we'll get through a couple more questions here, but then we can get to some more later. But I want to make sure we get to the meat and potatoes with Eric and Tami.
What do you guys? Are you guys? Well, we'll get into your internet in a minute.
So then Reese, Chilton.
Speeds. What speeds are we getting with Starlink? With Starlink, it varies a lot. Starlink is different than a lot of satellite technologies because we're not just pointing at a single satellite that's in, equatorial orbit, all the time, like DirecTV, things like that. You're pointing at, one satellite. Whereas Starlink is just satellites zipping across the sky. So your particular chunk of sky has to have a satellite or two in it at any given time for good connection. And they're always changing, always moving. Sometimes you have blank spots and it'll go out. So it varies a lot. Sometimes speedy, sometimes it's not.
I'm like, okay, wrap it up. Okay. I did see. Do you want to look at super chats real quick and just see? I don't want to miss anybody. And while he's doing that, I did see this pop up. But Jesse from Finding Our Someday And if you guys are unfamiliar with Finding Our Someday, I'm sure most of you know who they are, but go check them out on YouTube as well. We got a lot of tubers in the house today, which is exciting.
We got Vicky and Brian. Thank you, Michael Potter. Thank you, Jay Allen, for the super chats.
Yes, thank you guys so very much. Let's see, and I guess Teresa had asked what a super chat is. It's just a way we don't talk about it because we don't want to say, hey, use a super chat and donate money to us. But that's basically all it is a way for people that are watching, if they feel like they've gained something from our content over the years and want to contribute $5 or whatever. That's what that is.
Yeah, it's like a tip jar.
Yep.
Which is basically how we structured our membership too.
Good. I like that. It's a tip jar.
It's a tip jar.
Somebody also asked how the tornado warning system was working that we did the video on.
It's sitting right over here.
It's great so far because we don't.
No tornadoes.
We don't know. Fortunately, we haven't been like anywhere near a tornado warning, so we still don't have. I guess I'm glad.
Yeah.
That we don't have the experience, so I don't know. We still run it.
It detects storms and lightning and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does.
But no serious warnings to report so far.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk. We want to get to our guests, and then we'll go back to these questions that came in this week. But I don't want to just be rude. We've got their undivided attention. Look at them. They're ready.
Where are you guys?
I'm enjoying the show.
I just feel like we're watching it on a regular Sunday night.
In fact, I'm about to send a super chat in.
Eric's being like as quiet as I've ever heard him. So let's get. I really would like to switch over and start talking to them. So
you guys, you guys have had a Class A for a long time, right? How long have you guys had the Class A?
We got it in 16.
And that's a Tiffin.
So the math, it's a Tiffin Phaeton. We got it in February of 16. Yeah, 2016.
Before that, we did a fifth wheel for about a year
and a half. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I do remember you said that, but I forgot.
We did a fifth wheel, and then we went down to and this was a weight issue here. So we went down to the Tampa show, right, in the fifth wheel. And we were new. You know what I mean? We didn't know what in the heck we were doing. And we had all the stuff we had to take with us, and we were strapping stuff to the back of the field. We looked like the Beverly Hillbillies going down the road with that stuff.
And he took so much stuff out of the fifth wheel before we left. And I got there to cook, and there's like nothing in the kitchen. He'd taken all the pot. He just totally emptied it. And he's like, we can't have all this stuff in the, with me adding all this. So we were like, something's got to give.
Well, we took inventory. She would go to get a pot, and there would be like a TST system in there.
No, this is not how this is going to happen.
So wait a minute. Did you guys get flashbacks of going through that then this time around with
a little bit.
So let's tell everybody then what we're talking about, because we're kind of laughing about it, right? But most people out there don't know.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, you guys recently bought a truck camper because you wanted to explore that side of a little bit more mobility. Tell us a little bit about your experiences there.
Well, first let me say, if I ever make an RV mistake, the first thing I tell Tami is, when Chad finds out about this, he's going to really let me. He's going to really let me know. So this summer we decided that we wanted to go much smaller than the Class A for a lot of reasons. We wanted to just do it. We wanted to go do some off-grid boondocking stuff. We hadn't done a lot of that.
It's kind of scary to take the 40-foot motorhome tow in the Jeep down a Forest Service road and we never did it, but we always wanted to. Yeah,
so we wanted to go smaller, and plus we had a lot of products that we wanted to test that were more for the audience that was more in the boondocking side. So we're like, well, we'll just go do it. You know what I mean? This is what we do. So we looked at the option. We decided we would do a truck camper because I wanted to take, if I'm going to Colorado, I want to take a 4-wheeler with me, which means we need to tow a little trailer. So, we see people in these truck campers, they tow a little trailer. It seemed all legit to me. And so I got...
You see it on Facebook, right? It's got to be good.
It's got to be okay, right? So I made... the first mistake I made was... And I knew this, right? I did know this. You should pick the truck camper first.
Right.
And then pick the truck, right? I knew this, but I was like, here's the truck I want. I'll just do it the opposite and just make sure I don't screw it up, right? So when I got the F-350, I got all excited. and then I wanted to kind of soup it up a little bit. So I put these big tires on, the suspension system, these different bumpers,
You put airbags, and
a
stuff for the
winch,
truck camper.
and I really just made it like kind of this like monster machine. And then, but then that's where the mistake started, right? Because that all just eats into your payload, right? And I knew that, but I just wasn't expecting the effect to be as bad as it was. So Tami loved the Northern Light truck camper, so we picked that one. There's no slide, so it's not like one of these big 4,500 pound truck campers, but they are 2,800.
How does that rank? I haven't looked at truck campers. Does that rank like in the middle? Is that heavy? Is that light?
I would say it's in the middle, yeah, because with truck campers, you can definitely get them lighter, and then they have the truck campers with the little pop-up tents on them. I mean, those might be 1,500, 2,000
I think the
pounds.
smallest Lance with no slides is about 2,000 pounds. So
Yeah.
to give you a comparison, the Northern Lights are a little heavier because they're fiberglass one piece or something.
Yeah. So what I thought I would do is I said, look, now we're in this, right? And I already could
You're all in.
I could already see the problem coming, right? And I'm like, I'm going to try and beat it. And if I can't beat it, at the end of the day, I'll have a story to tell. So I thought, let's put everything that we're going to bring in the trailer, because the effect on your payload when it's in a trailer is about whatever 15% or so of whatever the weight of that trailer is. So I was like, nothing goes in the truck camper. It all goes in the trailer. And then, we should be good. And so we loaded up, went to the scales, and we were not good.
No. It was,
How bad was it?
Do you want to tell us or no?
I mean, I'm just going to say the number, right? And then we got to move on quickly. So
I like to say we were a ton overweight.
Yeah.
Okay.
2,000 pounds. Okay.
We were a ton.
A ton.
It was a ton.
It was literally.
Wow.
What was that? 2,000 pounds.
It was a ton, Chad and Tara. It was a ton.
Oh, that's a ton. Okay.
That's a ton of weight.
I was going to say, apparently they didn't watch our videos where we stress the importance of,
Payload.
Yeah, and knowing what rig you're going to get before you.
I did watch it.
I know you. I'm just kidding.
Whiteboard.
I know. I can't miss an opportunity to,
Eric is not good with building vehicles out. He did it with the Jeep. He just wants it to look and have all the extras. And that really, no offense, that's really what hurt us. It took a lot of payload out, adding all that stuff.
I take
how much
responsibility.
did you weigh it before and after the extra stuff? Do you know how much that actually added?
The truck was 9,000 pounds with
all the stuff.
With all the stuff on
okay.
it. And
we didn't weigh it before.
Yeah, I could run the numbers on it, but yeah, I probably added 1,000 pounds.
So once we figure this out, we come back home, and our choices are to stay in Mobile and get another truck, and we didn't want to do that, or it was possibly just take the truck camper that's really going to have to be emptied out a lot, or just take the trailer with the four-wheeler this summer. And
but at least it has AC, right?
Yes. So we are actually in the truck just pulling the 6x12 trailer with the four-wheeler in it, but it does have 30 amp. It's got air conditioning. We have a Dometic fridge freezer in it. We have mattresses that we put down. So that's how we have been traveling this summer.
Yeah, we're living in a 6x12 cargo trailer this summer.
Yes.
We're in an Airbnb right now because we wanted to make sure we had good internet for you guys. But yeah, we've been roughing it. So we went from Class A to Tami going to the bathroom in a tent.
I want to remind everybody.
They're in an Airbnb for us.
Yeah. I want to remind everybody out there, y'all out there.
We did get the one with the hot tub, so.
Oh. Hey, everybody out there, they do document this stuff now on YouTube with their YouTube channel, which is Hillbilly and Zingers, and we'll have a link. We'll put the link. Is the link in the description already?
It'll be in the description after the live is over.
So they can follow along on your shenanigans and, hanging out in the cargo trailer.
And I said this in one of the videos we did. I honestly, he would never admit to this, but I think it was his plan all along, because this is what he wanted to do. He wanted a tent and totally boondocking with no amenities. And then somehow that's what we're doing.
I mean, I wish I was smart enough to premeditate something like that.
Is that like
was
boiling a frog slowly?
Yeah, that was a very big plan for me to come up with, right? Overbuild a truck, go get a truck camper.
He's like, my plan worked. So Tami is hanging out in a cargo trailer, and oh my gosh! But
you use the whole boil the frog slowly technique. Just
it works. And now we go back to a truck camper to get a different one. My expectations, I'm like, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
He eased her into it.
It's been fun to learn what I can and can't handle, I mean, and it wasn't as bad as I expected. He's added a lot of cool things. Like we have a hot water sink, and we have we have some things that even though we're outside, they're comfortable. So it's not horrible.
Yeah. We had we got all the refrigerator, and we got the Furman generator, all the Southwire stuff, but we also bought this thing. It's not something we have at TechnoRV, but if anybody, we probably should, because I love it. But it's called the Julka Hot Tap, and basically it runs off propane, and it gives you instant hot water. And so if you have water jugs, you can just drop, and it's got a water pump, pulls it up, runs it through the system, and you can do an unlimited shower.
You can even throw it into a river and pull river water out.
Yeah, you can throw the hose in the river. It's really cool, and it works.
I have like
really
a hot sink. I could take a hot shower. I have a big sink that comes with it. I mean, I've got the things that he knew were non-negotiables.
Personal hygiene has not been at the top of our priority list this summer.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. You're boondocking. What are you going to do? But I want to say real quick before everybody says hi to Daisy, that why don't we just ask everyone who's watching and who will be watching this, in the future, if that's something that is interesting to them, because then we can get some real feedback from everybody out there, and then you guys will know if that's something that maybe. I mean, you're testing it, like you're truly testing it this summer. So if you like it and then there's a demand for it, why not?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It is something that we've loved, and it's there's been a lot of things that we've used, just kind of, using stuff for our own comfort and things that we just enjoy for this trip, that anytime we're doing that, we're like, well, this might be something that we should just share, with people. And by sharing, it's like, well, we probably end up selling it, but maybe not, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I allowed to drink beer on this show?
Yeah.
Cheers.
We allow it.
Mine's disguised.
I think Chad wants to show off his Daisy's haircut, and she had a spa day today just so she could look better.
She's always filthy when we do our lives, and we pick her up and she's like this nasty, dirty dog. Looks like she just came out of a junkyard. But she got a full spa treatment today. She got her nails cut. She got it all done. At the very end, our outro video is going to be a little clips of her bath.
Yeah, because every time we were testing, it would cut out.
One of those, Chad, if you do that, Eric could use a spa day, all that stuff you talked about as well.
There's a change in lane video. You doing my nails?
My rates are outrageous.
Let's do it. Tami, let's do that. Let's do that. We have to do that. We're totally doing that. We just got to figure out when we can meet up, and then then we'll
can you lay on your back like this patiently while I clip your nails?
And while he trims your belly hair.
Yeah, this is going down a weird direction.
We want to say thank you to a couple more super chatters, Camping Keepers, and also Tim Cahoon. Thank you guys very much for your super chat donation. Okay. What
next?
I got a little sidetracked about that.
So that's why I called it double downsize, because you would downsize to a Class A, then you're going to downsize to a truck camper. I guess it's kind of a triple downsize, because then you downsize to a cargo trailer.
Yeah.
So that's
and I will say this, and of course, obviously we were not going to run overweight, right? I mean, obviously it's something we believe in greatly, and I could see this coming a mile away. Once we started getting into this project, I felt like I knew what the end result was going to be, but it was what it was. And so we definitely learned some different things about like just trucks, and the fact that like I find it kind of weird that payload on a gas truck is a lot more than the diesel because of the weight of the diesel engine. just different things like that.
Higher trim levels, reduce your payload. Things that make sense when you say them, but weren't really thinking about that.
Yeah, and there's a couple 100 pounds over, not a big deal, but then there's a ton.
Then there's a ton.
There's a ton, right.
Oh my gosh!
But at the end of the day, it was the truck camper groups that we kind of follow. They're a little bit different on some of this than just like the regular RVing groups. RVing groups, and I'm not the weight police. I stay out of all that, right? But if somebody posts something that it looks overweight on like an RVing group, everybody jumps in and starts getting on to them. On the truck camper groups, I found that everybody's like, "Oh, you're fine, just go for it." I'm like, "What?"
So it is more lax in that,
for some reason.
So
Maybe I'm just on the wrong group.
Maybe.
Hey, Philip Martin said we both look great tonight.
Thanks, Philip.
Thank you.
And also, I saw Dustin Shales was on here saying hi.
Dustin says he really wants to win that TST TPMS.
Well, it's funny.
I hope he wins.
Yeah.
Dustin was actually who I met when he worked for TST.
Right.
He's the one who kind of connected us with you guys
That's
initially.
right. Yeah. So thank you, Dustin. Dustin,
Okay.
thank you for making all of this magic happen.
Yes.
I remember him coming over.
I do.
Yeah, I remember that.
So hi, Dustin
Yeah.
and Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hope she's watching too.
Yeah, hope we get to come see you guys soon.
I know. Okay. Gosh, we just have so much fun going on, and I'm still getting used to the new setup, so I'm sorry that I'm like kind of looking all over the place. But
While you're here, though, don't forget to click the thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up.
Oh.
And
I also want to say you got 10 minutes left to enter for the giveaway. This is live.
Nine
so
minutes.
when you watch it like an hour from now, don't enter because it'll be over. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you've got, it's 7:36. You got till 7:45. And then all entries will be done. And then we'll draw in a little bit. So.
Yeah, if you clicked on a thumbnail that said live stream replay, this is not live anymore and the giveaway's over. But right now it's live.
Yes. Okay.
Oh wait, I was confused. We're live, right?
Right.
Yeah. How many beers have you had?
This, Chad and Tara, the day y'all's recent video came out, I was thinking about y'all bring your motorcycle always with you, and we've always had the Jeep behind the motorhome, but having a four-wheeler, having something to go off-road this summer, has been fabulous. We did the Bachelor Loop and Creed that y'all did.
Oh, nice.
And it literally was the day y'all's video came out.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that video that you guys did, and it was like, wait a minute, did Google hear me talking about Bachelor Loop and then sent me a video I might want to see? Because that's so funny. And then I think that.
But that is.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying, bringing an off-road vehicle, we've never done that before. And even if the truck camper wasn't something that's going to work out, we've talked about, like, do they have travel trailers that you can put it really makes it's been a very different experience us having a four-wheeler to explore as opposed to it's been great.
What are you guys carrying? Because you said you're towing with the truck and then you have the four-wheeler in the cargo trailer, right?
In the cargo. Yeah, it's a Can-Am 1000. It's a two-seater, so Tammy's got a big, nice, comfortable seat, and it's lots of power, four-wheel drive, all that good stuff. And man, you can cover so much ground. We would take the Jeep with us when we had the Class A, and obviously Jeeps are very capable vehicles,
right?
But they can be a bit rough too, and these four-wheelers just eat the terrain up.
Yeah,
so
they're
just
fun.
cover a lot of miles.
So it's a two-seater. So after you and Chad have your spa day, you guys can go out for a little adventure.
He's on the back.
We can get like a little board I could just kind of surf behind in the sand.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, like, I have always said, like, I wish that we could have our motorcycle Lucille and a four-wheeler.
A Razor or something,
Like, I want both. I'd love to have some kind of, keeping the family Polaris vehicle with the Indian.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to do that. But I don't know. We spend.
You could triple tow.
Oh, that's a great idea, Eric.
We can just put it right on the roof.
Dad.
Hey, listen, I saw somebody triple towing yesterday up here with a fifth wheel and a boat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's just, you can't back up. You can't.
Oh, no.
That's. I guess if you're plan ahead and you know where you're going, but that would scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, that would not work for Eric at all.
No, even parking my F-350 in like parking lots, like your truck's the same way, right? You ever pull into like a grocery store parking lot and you're like having a hard time finding where to park your truck?
Not with the 450. Not with the 450.
Oh my gosh! I'm still hearing every single day.
He's gonna start bragging about the turn.
Listen, every single day, if we are in the truck, there is something that makes him say, "Couldn't do that with the 350." He's got his dad. He's got his dad saying it now. So every time we're in the truck with his parents, his dad says it too now. So I got them both saying that. And I'm like, it's true. It is true. But
it's like we're still trying to sell her on the 450. And we already have one.
I mean, I like it. Oh, we did pick a name for it. We didn't tell him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I can't remember who. I totally forgot, and I didn't put it in the notes, so I didn't look to see who gave. Somebody gave us the idea of this name, and it was like Clifford the Big Red Dog, but Cliff Ford,
the big red truck.
So we're just calling it Cliff.
Clifford.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Is this a live announcement?
Yeah, I guess.
Fair, yeah.
I totally forgot about that we forgot to tell everybody. So
this will be breaking news on cable news in like 10 more minutes.
Everybody's so excited. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Yeah,
Cliff.
I'll go for that.
We still don't have a name for the RV, but that's all right.
Nah.
All right, so let's
Home.
What's that noise?
What noise?
Oh, it's Daisy drinking. I thought we had a leak somewhere.
Oh gosh. Okay. Focus.
Daisy's
She's not that big,
I will say, Chad, that whenever I'm doing an install on something, right? Tammy's typically standing over me, watching me. A lot of times we'll be like video and stuff for it. And she'll bring up the fact that like if I'm screwing something up, she'll say, Chad wouldn't be screwing it up like that.
And we'll make it in the video.
She's husband shaming. She's like, I bet Chad wouldn't have screwed it up like that.
Well, he might have, but it just wouldn't have made the video, right?
That's the wonderful world of editing.
Yeah, no. I mean, we do like to share our our mistakes.
The mistakes are awesome because that's where you learn.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not awesome, but you do learn. All right, we got about 3 minutes left on the giveaway.
Mark says
it's a boy.
Mark says it's a boy, Clifford.
Now, did y'all? I don't want to jump ahead, but did you tell everybody about the discount that we're giving everybody?
Yeah, good call.
Oh my gosh, Eric, thank you.
Yes. So we have a discount code for TechnoRV Lanes 5. Now that is normally good for 5% off, hence Lanes 5. But through the end of the month, it's good for 10% off.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for doing that for everybody. That's awesome.
So if you don't win the TST, you can still use a link in the description, put in Lanes 5, which is really 10, and you get 10%.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We want to thank you guys for offering that to all of our viewers. That is fabulous.
You rock.
And so, yeah, that's right. So, guys, if you're looking to get something from their catalog of products, do it now because, I mean, you get the 10% off discount. That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of those products that they have, we've had since day one. Obviously, the TPMS we had before we ever got the RV, the Viair air pump, obviously very related. You got to be able to pump up your tires. If you're not checking your tires before every single trip, you should be. That's where the TST is handy too, because you just click it on, check your pressures.
Yeah, and he also, every time we make a stop on a travel day, you walk around, not just check the tires, but you do check the temperature of the tires, and you just take a look and make sure that everything is looking okay.
Yeah, I laser the hubs so I can see if they've gotten warm.
Yeah,
especially if I've just repacked the bearings and I'm,
a little nervous.
Yeah. Like, did I do that right? Oh,
right, fingers crossed. Yeah, so it is something you just always want to be safe. And somebody had asked us a question earlier this week about safety while traveling and safety like where we go, and safety is a big deal for us. So that's why we do things like we have fire extinguishers all over the place, and our fire what's the Protang, the fire suppression system.
The fire suppression
we have
system.
that. And we have the Ring alarms all over the setup, all over the place.
With smoke CO detectors and also water leak detectors,
so,
all integrated together.
And I know that this was a weird segue, but that just reminded me of a question that we got from earlier this week. And that's a bit, safety while traveling is a big deal too.
So
and it's Tire Safety Month, right? Does everybody know that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who made that up. Like, it seems like somebody just randomly picked a month and said, let's make this Tire Safety Month.
I like it.
I mean, I was like, okay, we'll go with that.
It's a perfect time to do a TPMS giveaway.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We planned it. We know.
So I'm showing at 7:45.
Yep.
So giveaway is closed.
The note then. All right.
While you guys coordinate that, we'll go through a couple more questions here. Let's go to Jerry Peters. How much do you use your rear camera? I see Tara guiding you back and talking you into the right position. Do you actually look at the camera view much? Asking because I can't decide if upgrading the stock camera is worth it. When we're backing up, I almost never look at the camera. I've got a good feel for what's on the side. Tara's watching aside and talking on the radio. I do use it, though, when we're driving a lot and we need to change lanes. Because you can see, if you're clear, it's kind of hard to tell in your side view mirror sometimes if you've got that distance. I really like it for while driving. So you want to make sure that you get an observation camera, not just a backup camera. And I know you guys, Eric and Tami, you guys have some new cameras that we're going to test out soon because our camera is really old. And it's just very grainy. It's like 520p resolution or something. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use the VisionWorks stuff. It's really good stuff. They're out of their company out of Oregon, and man, they are just they're on their game. Yeah, they come from the agriculture industry, so it's really good stuff. Yeah.
Is that the one we're going to be trying out?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hey, you guys make it easy because if you've picked it, I know you've already tested it and tried it, so we'll test it out and too.
Yep.
Yep. It's on the track.
We got
on the trailer right now.
I just want to say, okay, so we missed Dwayne Buck, and Colin Gerst. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for your super chat.
Very much,
awesome.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
One more question from Norma Platzmeyer. What is the most recurring problem you face? It's funny, before the live, she's like, I don't have an answer for that. I said, it's easy. It's the poop. It's the poop smell. When that black tank just keeps filling up no matter how many times we empty it.
I mean,
it's not a problem, but when she smells it before I do.
Okay. So if you've watched this for long enough, you know that I have a very keen sense of smell, and he has little to no sense of smell from, I think, his years on the flight deck in the Navy.
Lots of jet exhaust.
But so to him, he's like, "What smell?" And I'm like, I can't even. Sometimes, especially on travel days, stuff gets knocked around and sloshed around.
Water sloshes out of the P-traps, maybe.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, sometimes I open this door, like we're taking a stop to have lunch or just take a break, and it's like overwhelming smell. So that is a good one. And I would say to that, what also just doesn't stop is the fact that there's always something to fix, something to do. Mm-hmm. The to-do list never stops. So I think that's something that, does that answer the question?
Yeah, I mean, if you get into RE thinking you're not going to have to do a little DIY repairs, I mean, little things are going to happen. Sometimes big things, sometimes little things, but it helps to be a little bit handy with at least a screwdriver and a hammer and a drill.
And I didn't really realize how dirty these things get inside too. And especially on a travel day, shake stuff around, and then you get to your destination, and there's kind of like a little layer, dust and stuff, and so it's always dirty. Yeah, there is. He doesn't.
You think the dust is just falling?
I don't know. It just happens. So he doesn't know. It's just the magic cleaning fairy comes.
Tara, have you ever had to move everything out of your current RV for any reason?
No.
Or since you've moved in, you've kept it. When we got work done on the Tiffin and moved everything, talking about the transfer, moved every single item out of the Tiffin because we knew it would take a few weeks.
After 6 years.
After 6 years.
Wow.
It's insane. It's insane. The dirt, like you said, the dirty, you think you're clean, and then you start pulling things out of cabinets, and it was crazy how much stuff we took out of that thing. It's insane.
It was like the car where all the clowns keep getting out of it.
It was wild.
You're like, wow, how many clowns can fit in that car? That was us unloading our RV, right?
Yeah. Peter says it's no different than a house, but I beg to differ. I think it is. I mean, it's smaller, so there's less to clean, but it does, like, your house hopefully doesn't go through a earthquake on wheels.
Yeah,
on a
it's the earthquake thing.
Yeah. And I think, like, being, in campsites and stuff like that, and especially when you're boondocking, you're like, stuff's just blowing in. But anyhow.
So, do we have a winner?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
do we want to do
the 30-second PSA thing? So what we're giving away is a TST tire pressure monitoring system. And so basically they're going to get 6 sensors, and these sensors will just screw onto the valve stem, and then that's going to monitor their pressure and their temperature of each tire position. So they'll have a monitor that will give them that information.
And they can choose between a cap or flow through, whatever's best for them.
The flow through sensor allows you to air up your tire through the sensor without taking it off. A cap is lower profile. Some people like that, so we can help them with that.
And sometimes,
so anyway,
I was going to say, we had a question actually about this, if we can use the flow through sensors on our truck, and usually there's not enough room for the flow through sensor, so we have to use cap sensors with extensions. So, but the cool thing is they can walk you through this and talk to you about it.
Yeah, we can help. So, typically, and not all the time, but typically a blowout's preceded by low pressure, high temperature. So maybe somebody gets a nail in their tire, the pressure goes down, the temperature goes up. And then when a tire hits like north of like 200 degrees, that's when all the compounds in the tire can start to break down. And that's typically when the blowout will happen. So with a TPMS, you can be alarmed of that, get you off the road. So we are excited to give one away this evening.
And we're giving away a stick sensor, like he said. You can monitor up to, 100-something tires. So if you wanted to monitor more and you won this, we do sell individual sensors as well.
Should I do a drum roll?
You want to add them?
Yes, please. Do a drum roll.
The winner is David Stuckey from Springdale.
Yay!
David, are you on the live? If so, mention yourself, do whatever. Say something in the chat.
Make yourself known.
If David's not in the chat,
he still wins.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if David's in the chat and on the live, he also will get some changes.
While we're waiting to see if David responds, did Eric and Tami, did you guys see that Phil and Stacy finally joined us?
Hey, welcome to the party. They want us to start over.
They said, "Can we start over?" They had to move sites. They had to move sites today.
Let's see. Let me think. Are they the ones that we beat in that weight loss contest?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is them.
I remember hearing something about that, and in fact today I saw a post about Phil eating pizza and ice cream and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
The contest sent him over the deep end, right? He just said, "Heck with it, I'm going the other direction."
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see David, but then I don't know if he's in here or not. So let's tell David how to reach out to you guys so that he can coordinate the giveaway.
But you have his email. You have his email, right?
Yeah, we'll email him and get the shipping address. If for some reason he watches it later tonight and he can email us too, but we'll reach out to him and get his shipping address and get that out to him as soon as he gets it to us.
Yay, that's great. And guys, if you didn't win, don't forget, we still have through the end of the month the 10% off discount. The Lanes 5, that's normally 5%. Eric and Tami are doing 10% for you till the end of the month.
What was David's last name?
Stuckey.
Stuckey, like the Stuckies you see on the side of the road, the Stuckey?
Yes.
Nope.
No, I don't see
I should get the changing lane swag if he's not on here. Right? I mean, somebody should get it.
Yeah,
We'll just send that to Colorado Springs. Which I'm guessing is where you are based on the sign behind you.
Based on the sign behind you. Yeah, we forgot to tell everybody you guys are still in Colorado, one of our favorite states.
Yeah, and that's a good place. If you're going to camp in a cargo trailer, that's a good state to do it because the weather's always cooler, at least.
And the trail system is insane. I think we did 75 miles in like 3 days one week. It's ridiculous how many trail systems there are around here.
Yeah,
it's amazing. That's like our friends Dan and Eva.
Oh yeah.
They love their motorcycles, dirt bikes. That's it.
Dirt bikes.
Motorbikes.
Mopeds. Okay, so do we want to get to some? We have a few minutes left. Do we want to get to some more questions, and then what do you want to do? Yeah,
let's grab a few. We've had a few forward from our moderators here.
I saw one early in the
Keith?
beginning. Wait,
Okay.
I saw one earlier in the beginning of the show that, and I'm so sorry that I don't remember who asked it, but it was something about, because I had mentioned, be aware of ticks and tick bites and Lyme disease and all that. That somebody said, how long ago did I get bit and did I know it? And then how long until I got my diagnosis? And it was 10 years ago. And yeah, I did get a bite, but I didn't know that that's what it was because it was really small. It was a bullseye, but it was really tiny. And anything that I'd ever seen about Lyme disease with the bullseye rash was like real big. And so it didn't even cross my mind because I was in Florida. And, everything that you've ever heard about Lyme disease was, oh, it's just up in New England, that's it. And so, I mean, I know a lot differently now that that's not the case, but, back then, so I didn't do anything about it. And then I started getting sick several months later, really, it took a while. And then I went to doctor after doctor and specialist and probably 12 plus doctors. And it took about 2 years until somebody figured it out. So at that point, it had been in my system for several years. And that's why I'm still struggling with all kinds of immune issues and different illnesses. And my immune system was zapped so much that it caused a lot of other problems. So if you get a tick bite, go get antibiotics. And
if the doctor tells you you don't need antibiotics, tell them they're full of it.
Yeah. I mean, and if they say that you can't get Lyme disease here in this area unless you're in Hawaii, that is not true. So anyhow, I will get off my soapbox now, but
no, that's a great reminder. You had one. We were in Arkansas, which apparently is really bad with ticks. You had your first tick, and it was like,
yeah, it was. I went up and did this like to my hair, and I was like, "What in the world is that?" And it wasn't even in my scalp. It was just like on my, like I guess maybe it fell out of a tree or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What is this thing?"
And you can save,
Anyway.
you can pull the tick out and save it, and you can get it tested. You can send it in. I forget off the top of my head, but I have those resources in an old Lyme video that we did, but I'll find it. We can put it in the description of this video. But you can send it out even to get the tick tested to see if it was carrying any of the tick-borne illnesses.
Yeah, but get get some antibiotics.
I mean, if it were me looking back, I mean, I would have got, had I known then.
Yeah,
what
2
I know
weeks
now.
of antibiotics would have prevented years of suffering for sure.
Yes.
Keith TB asks, what is the best tonneau cover to use with over-the-rail tool?
Tonneau, Chad.
Tonneau. Look, I say tonneau weird. Just deal with it.
I did look it up. Online, it does say you could say it either way, so I don't know.
I say things the way I say it. I'm in my 50s now. I can say things however I want.
right.
It is a weird word. It's a French word. It is kind of weird.
Tonneau. So we have a video on that and a couple of shorts also. But if you go to our website and just search tonneau or tonneau, tonneau. If you go to our website and search tonneau, a lot of the questions you can answer just by doing a search on our website. We have an extensive FAQ that would be part of that search. And it's and then if you don't see it, there's a contact link you can email us.
We got the backflip for this trip. We love that. The backflip. The trick.
I like that. Yeah, the trick is the fifth wheel, right? So toolbox tonneau covers, but one that also works with the fifth wheel hitch. Right now we have it's a hard tonneau cover that I have to pull the whole cover off when we tow. So that's a bit of a pain. I'm looking for a better solution. Still, I've been talking with the guys at eTrailer, who is a affiliate partner of ours, and I'm like, have you guys, they deal with tonneau covers, and stuff all the time, but they still haven't even found a good combination. So it's a struggle. The struggle's real.
I gotta say hi to Keegan Aaron. He's a youngster who watches our channel and he's been saying hi a lot. So
hi, Keegan.
I just wanna say hi. Here's a shout out for you.
Hey,
thanks for watching.
Teresa says I can't do that until I'm 60. Well, they told me that 50 when I was 40, so I'm gonna go with 50.
Do what?
Make up my own words and say
Oh.
I think you can pronounce things wrong at 50, and then at 60 it's just you just make up your own words.
Okay, so
That's not good, Chad. That's not good because Eric's going to hit that a few years before me, so that means I'm going to have to deal with 4 years of what you doing, whatever you want to do. Me following someone.
You and me both, sister. I want to remind everybody that our awesome moderators who have helped us out tonight. Well, thank you so much to Evan, who is an awesome customer support person for TechnoRV. She has been awesome in the chat. I keep seeing her, and I think she's been picking on you a little bit, Eric. So I don't know, but no, but Evan,
Not a surprise.
Evan, thank you. No, Evan has been awesome. I've been seeing her all throughout here. Venturesome Couple. Find them on YouTube because they are great and they have been great in the chat. And of course, Corey and Jesse from Finding Our Someday, and the latecomers, Phil and Stacy, are in the house, and Tom from Enjoy the Journey. We've had some killer YouTubers here. And then don't forget that Eric and Tami, our awesome guests, have their own YouTube channel now too, Hillbilly and Zingers. They are hilarious.
Can you guess who Hillbilly is and who Zingers is? I mean,
Definition of hillbilly is unsophisticated and lacking class.
Well, that's it. I'm going to go with Eric on that.
Eric, somebody asked what happened to your beard.
to my beard?
Yeah.
It turned gray.
I mean, I cleaned
It's
I literally cleaned it up today before the show. Like,
Yeah.
I did too. I trimmed it up.
It was like you were living out of a cargo trailer or something before.
Yeah.
all clean for y'all.
Trying to
He
be
got all clean for
trying to be
y'all.
respectable looking for the show tonight.
So one last thank you to our super chats, Steve Frederick.
Steve Frederick, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our new members in our YouTube memberships platform. And I just had a block. I don't know what I was gonna say.
We'll wait.
Oh no, no! It was who I was gonna think about. I was in the thanking mood, and I forget.
Well, thank you to everybody who joined us for the live, who entered the contest. We are out of time, so we're going to say goodbye to our friends here, but don't go yet. We're going to have a little Daisy bath.
Oh yeah.
She's staying on the stairs looking at us.
She's like, Mom.
It's 8 o'clock. Why aren't we?
Why am I not laying down? Why are you guys just hanging out the way you're hanging out?
Why isn't it pack time? It's time to watch TV.
Hey,
Oh my
thanks
gosh.
for having us on. We love the Changing Lanes group. Y'all's audience is spectacular.
Oh.
So
thank
you to TechnoRV. So thank
We
you.
kind of like
Thank
y'all
y'all.
too.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty cool
Hey,
too.
and thank you for getting an Airbnb with a hot tub for us.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
And guys, don't forget to take advantage of that 10% discount from TechnoRV through the end of the month. It is it's Lanes 5. Use that code when in checkout to get the 10% discount.
Yep, only you guys know about it. And people who watch this after, but it's like for 11 days through the end of June 2022. If you watch this after June of 2022, it's still 5%.
Yeah. And thank you guys so much. Please click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so you don't miss a thing.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Here comes Dave. It's time, Bubba. Oh my goodness. She's so little. Look at that baby. That's the most pitiful dog I've ever seen.